Islam, 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 Bismillah, Rahman Rahim. Ever rises my size, giving perfect praises to Allah, Mother, Father, God of the universe, and honoring all true and divine prophets, seen, unseen, known, unknown, and reincarnated, and to illustrious evil prophet in these days and time, bringing us nationality and birthright. Our prophet, noble U.S.A. Sheikh Joel Breton Bay, and to our officials in Baltimore, and other republics, our sheikhs, deputy sheikhs, our children, Moorish achievers in training, mighty Moors, tiny Moors, our family, friends, guests, visitors on the call. Honors to Marcus Messiah God, the forerunner, and honoring the ancient spirit that guide us through these turbulent times, greeting all in love with Islam. I'm Deputy Sheikh Moorish Bay, headed from the New York Republic, greeting all in love. Today's date, the 4th of July, 2021, and I welcome all with love to a Moorish Sunday School conference call brought to you by the Moorish Science Temple, the Divine and National Movement of North American Corporate number 13, Moorish American National Republic. And this is where we build the mind of our guiders of the nation. As we proceed, acting all, we stand facing the east in a Moorish American posture, feet at a 45-degree angle, arms in the air, 5 fingers on the left side, 2 fingers on the right, as we pray. Bismillah, Father of the universe, Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is our protector, our guide, and our salvation, by night and by day, through his holy prophet. Allah. Amen. Moors, this time I'll proceed in reading our divine constitution and bylaws. The star and crescent of salvation, the all-seeing eyes of Allah, the handpress of unity, the Moorish Science Temple of America, divine constitution and bylaws by Prophet Noble U.S.A, founder. Act 1. The Grand Chairman of the Moorish Science Temple of America is in power to make law and enforce laws with the assistance of the Prophet and the Grand Body of the Moorish Science Temple of America. The Assistant Grand Sheikh is to assist the Grand Sheikh in all affairs if he lives according to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And it is known before the members of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Act 2. All meetings are to be open and closed promptly, according to the Circle 7, and love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Friday is our holy day of rest, because on a Friday, the first man was formed in flesh, and on a Friday, the first man departed out of flesh and ascended unto his Father God Allah. For that cause, Friday is the holy day for all Muslims all over the world. Act 3. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice must be proclaimed and practiced by all members of the Moorish Science Temple of America. No member is to put in danger or accuse falsely his brother or sister on an occasion at all that may harm his brother or sister, because Allah is love. Act 4. All members must preserve these holy and divine laws, and all members must obey the laws of the government, because by being a Moorish American, you are a part and parcel of the government and must live the life accordingly. Act 5. This organization of the Moorish Science Temple of America is not to cause any confusion or to overthrow the laws and constitution of the said, but to obey hereby. Act 6. With us, all members must proclaim their nationality, and we are teaching our people their nationality and their divine creed, that they must know that they are part and parcel of this said government and know that they are not Negroes, colored folks, black people, or Ethiopians, because these names were given to slaves by slaveholders in 1779 and lasted until 1865, during the time of slavery. But this is a new era time now, and all men now must proclaim their free national name to be recognized by the government in which they live and the nations of the earth. This is the reason why Allah, the great God of the universe, ordained Noble Drew the prophet, to redeem his people from their sinful ways. The Moorish Americans are the descendants of the ancient Moabites, whom inhabited the northwestern and southwestern shores of Africa. Act 7. All members must promptly attend their meetings and become a part and parcel of all the 15 acts of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Members must pay their dues and keep in line with all necessities of the Moorish Science Temple of America, and then you are entitled to the name of faithful. Husband, you must support your wife and children. Wife, you must obey your husband and take care of your children and look after the duties of your household. Sons and daughters must obey father and mother and be industrious and become a part of the uplifting of fallen humanity. All Moorish Americans must keep their hearts and minds pure with love and their bodies clean with water. This divine covenant is from your holy prophet, Noble Drew Allah, through the guidance of his Father God, Allah. Here is the reading of our divine constitution and bylaws, and we will proceed in reading the additional laws. Epicicus, Wonder Gums Bay, Islam. Islam is, and more congratulations to your elevation, my sister. Islam and Wadada. You have the floor.
Islam, this is Deputy Sheikh Wanda Gomes Bay, calling from Florida Republic. First, I'd like to rise to my highest place and give all perfect praise to our Mother, Father, God, Allah, and give honor to all the true and divine prophets, namely Jesus, Muhammed, Buddha, Confucius, and the last prophet in these days and time, our illustrious Hebrew prophet, Noble Drew Ali, in the first, second, and third form. I would like to remain standing, give honors to our National Grand Sheikh, Joe Bratton Bay, Sheikhs, Deputy Sheikhs, children, visitors. I greet you all with Islam. I will proceed with the readings of the questionnaire and additional laws for Moorish Americans. By the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Act 1. Grand Sheikhs and governors and heads of all temples, all businesses. Each said temple must be approved by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Before acting upon by any members, let it be finance, property, or any line of life that will cause the members to sacrifice finance, etc., that will cause the support of any group of members, any former officer that violates these laws is subject to be removed from his office under heavy restriction, etc., by the Prophet or the Grand Sheikh. Act 2. All members are to attend their depth meetings and their public meetings properly. If a member is found standing around on their meeting period, shall be fined 50 cents on the first case, and on the second he will be fined $1, which will go in your emergency fund. If a member is working, his monthly dues must be paid, and if he has money in the bank, he must subscribe for as much as he is able to the Moorish Uplifting Fund, because it takes finance to uplift the nation. Act 3. It is lawful and divine duty of every good member, if he is able in finance, to aid me in saving the nation, and if he does not, he's an enemy to the cause of uplifting his own people. Injustice must catch you. Let it be he or she according to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, as I have the power invested in my hands, and I will have to enforce the law in order to save the nation. Act 4. All members, while making a public speech, must not use any assertion against the American flag or speak radical against the church or any members of any organized group, because we are to teach love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Act 5. All members must promptly attend their meeting. Act 5. All members must promptly attend their meetings and send their children to Sunday school, and the teacher must confirm himself to the questionnaire and let every member exercise his 5 senses who is able to do so, because out from your Sunday school comes the guidance of the nation. Act 6, with us, all members must proclaim their nationality, and we are teaching our people their nationality and their divine creed, that they must know that they are a part and parcel of the said government, and know that they are not Negroes, colored folks, black people, or Ethiopians, because these names were given to slaves by slaveholders in 1779 and lasted until 1865, during the time of slavery. But this is a new era of time now, and all men now must proclaim their free national name to be recognized by the government in which they live, in the nations of the earth. This is the reason why Allah, the great God universe, ordained noble Drew Ali, the prophet, to redeem his people from their sinful ways. The Moorish Americans are the descendants of the ancient Moabites who inhabit the northwestern and southwestern shores of Africa. Act 7. All members must promptly attend their meetings and become a part and parcel of all uplifting acts of the Moorish Science Temple. Members must pay their dues and keep in line with all necessity of the Moorish Science Temple. Then you are entitled to the name of faithful. Husband, you must support your wife and children. Wife, you must obey your husband and take care of your children and look after the duties of your household. Sons and daughters must obey father and mother and be industrious and become a part of the uplifting of fallen humanity. All Moorish Americans must keep their hearts and minds pure with love and their bodies clean with water. This divine covenant is from your holy prophet, noble Drew Ali, through the guidance of his father, God Allah. That concludes the readings of the questionnaire and additional laws for Moorish Americans. Islam?
Islam. Thank you for that read. Islam is at this time our divine minister, Sheikh Jeremiah Hill. Islam, beloved. How are you?
Yes, my brother Deputy Chief. All is well. How are you?
Same way, peaceful. Truth never changes.
Alhamdulillah. We're blessed today as ever. Shukran. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم. Ever seeking refuge from the accursed Satan and the member of Allah, rising with all praises to Allah, the cherisher, sustainer of the worlds, most gracious, most merciful. Allah, the causeless cause and the rootless root, to whom all life comes, to whom all life returns. Allah, Al-Ahad, the one. Arise, give our homage all the true and divine prophets from all times and climes, those prophets who are known to us, as well as those who are unknown to us. And our messenger of nationality, birthright, divine creed, in this day and time, our divine warner and redeemer, Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Homage to my brother and sister Adams, my brother and sister deputy officers, members, card carrying, non-card carrying, all families, brothers and sisters joining us on our National Sunday School conference call. Welcome and honors to you all for joining us today. We're blessed to be with you and have you with us on this Sunday afternoon, Sunday morning. As it is, at this time, we always confirm ourselves to our 101 questions and answers in our questionnaire. If you are a guest or a visitor joining us first time or so, we're blessed to have you with us. Welcome your presence. And the only time we ask that anyone partakes of the internet is to partake in this class, in your class participation. If you are without a copy of our 101 questions, you can go to our website, www.moorishamericannationalrepublic.com. Hit the resource tab, the education materials under there, and you will see the orientation handbook. And you can load in a readable copy. Page 124, you will find a facsimile of our 101 questions. Those who are without digital or physical copy as ever, we ask your patience as we go through our process. Any questions or commentary that you may have, please jot it down, take note of it, and we will provide time by the grace of the Most High during the adult segment following the children's Sunday school section. Those who are with digital or physical copy in hand, stand by to start to go over Koran questions for Moorish children, Koran questions for Moorish Americans. As ever, seeking a volunteer, a member, correctly to lead us in the reading of our 101 questionnaires, question and answers. Islam.
Islam.
Right here too?
I'm not sure. I seen I think it's Deputy Sheik Cornelius Sanders Bay unmuted first.
Well, all right. Deputy Sheik. That was scratchy. Maybe that is like a reverb on the line. So, Deputy Sheik Ray Day, 44. Thank you for stepping forward. You have the floor.
Islam, and thank you much, Divine Minister. All is well with you this creation?
Alhamdulillah, bro. We're still here to get praises for it, you know? Stand by 1 second. Remember to mute your lines if you're not talking. It is important. And remember, when we go through our process, to use your handset, but do not use your loudspeaker, your speaker. Yes, your phone speaker. Please stay on the handset without this phone speaker, so it will not give us any feedback. All right, Brother Deputy Chief. Thank you more. The floor is yours.
Islam family. This is your brother, Deputy Sheik, Mainstream Gray Bay 44, and I'm calling out of Massachusetts Commonwealth. First, I rise to my highest heights and give all perfect praise to our Mother, Father, God, Allah. I remain standing and extend those honors to all true and divine prophets, known and unknown, recognizing and naming Jesus, Muhammed, Buddha, Confucius, and to our last prophet in these days and times, our illustrious Hebrew prophet, Noble Drew Allah, in his first, second, and third form. I remain standing and extend those honors to our National Grand Sheik, Joel Bratton Bay, to all our national officials in Baltimore, Maryland, to all our sheiks, sheikesses, deputy sheikesses, to all our family, friends, guests, students, members, and to our illustrious future, our children. Greet you all in and with Islam. I'll be reading Quran questions for Moorish Americans, Quran questions for Moorish children. I'll state the question and you will admit. Islam. Number 1, who made you?
Allah.
Allah.
Number 2, who is Allah?
Allah.
Number 3, can we see him?
No.
Number 4, where is the nearest place we can meet him?
In the heart.
Number 5, who is Noble Drew Allah?
He
is a prophet.
Number 6, what is a prophet?
A prophet is a thought of Allah manifested in the flesh.
Number 7, what is the duty of a prophet?
to
To
save
save nations from the wrath of Allah.
Number 8, who is the founder of the Moorish Science Temple of America?
Noble Drew.
Number 9, what year was the Moorish Science Temple of America founded?
1913 AD.
Number 10, where?
Newark, New Jersey.
Number 11, where was Noble Drew Allah born?
In the state of North Carolina, 1886.
Number 12, what is his nationality?
Moorish
American.
Number 13, what is your nationality?
Moorish
American.
Number 14, why are we Moorish American?
Because we're descendants of Moroccans
descendants of
and
Morocco
born in America.
in America.
Number 15. For what purpose was the Moorish Science Temple of America founded?
For the uplifting of fallen humanity.
Number 16. How did the prophet begin to uplift the Moorish Americans?
By teaching them to be themselves.
Number 17. What is our religion?
Islam.
Number 18. Is that a new or is that the old time religion?
Old time religion.
Number 19. What kind of a flag is the Moorish?
It is a red flag with 5 pointed green star in the center.
Number 20. What do the 5 points represent?
Love,
Truth,
peace, freedom, and justice.
Number 21. How old is our flag?
It is
over 10,000 years.
Number 22. Which is our holy day?
Friday.
Number 23. Why?
Because Friday is the day on which man was born in flesh, and it was on Friday when he departed out of flesh.
Number 24. Who was Jesus?
He was a prophet of Allah.
Number 25. Where was he born?
In Bethlehem,
In the house of David.
and the house of
Number 26. Who were his father and mother?
Joseph
And
and
Mary.
Mary.
Number 27. Will you give in brief the line genealogy to which Jesus came?
Some of the great fathers came from Abraham, King David, Solomon, Hezekiah, and Joseph by Mary.
And
Joseph by Mary.
Number 28. Why did Allah send Jesus to this earth?
To say
The Israelites from the Palestinian nations of Europe, governing a portion of Palestine at that time.
The portion
of Palestine
of Palestine
at that time.
at that time.
Number 29. How long has that been?
About 2,000 years ago.
Yes.
So,
Number 30. What was the nationality of Ruth?
Who was
Number 31. What is the modern name for Moabites?
Moroccan.
again,
Number 32. Where is the Moroccan Empire?
North.
Number 33. What is the modern name for a Mexam?
Africa.
Africa,
Number 34. What is the title given to our ruler in Morocco?
Sultan.
Number 35. Where do we get the name Jesus?
From the east.
One.
Number 36. What does the name Jesus mean?
Jesus means justice.
Number 37. Did the angel give to the child that was called Jesus a holy name?
Yes.
Yes.
It cannot be
But
used by those who are slaves to sin.
those who are slaves to sin.
Number 38. What is an angel?
Angel
And I is the sort of
manifested in
our
human
Lord
flesh.
manifest in human flesh.
Number 39. What are angels used for?
To carry messages to the four corners of the world, to all nations.
Number 40. What is our prophet to us?
He is an angel of Allah, sent to bring us the everlasting gospel of Allah.
Bring us the everlasting gospel of the Lord.
Of Allah.
Number 41. What is the everlasting gospel?
It is
A saving
a
power
power
that comes from Allah,
that comes
from
from
ancient
our Lord,
fathers, by his prophet.
ancient fathers, by his
Prophet.
Number 42. What is the covenant of the great God Allah?
honor.
Honor thy
My
father
father
and thy
and
mother,
my mother,
that thy days may be long
days
on
may
the earth
be
land,
long from the earth.
Lord by God, Allah,
Lord, thy
saving thee.
God, Allah, give us
which the Lord,
With the Lord,
thy God, Allah,
Allah
hath given.
has given me.
Number 43. At what age did Jesus begin to teach?
at
At
the
the
age
age of
of
12,
12.
Age of 12.
Number 44. Where did he teach?
India, Africa,
Africa,
Europe.
and Europe.
Number 45. How long did he teach?
18 years.
18 years.
Number 46. What did Jesus say that would make you free?
Truth. Truth.
Number 47. What is truth?
Truth is
God,
Number 48. What is ought?
Art is Allah.
is Allah.
Number 49. Can truth change?
Truth
Truth
change.
will not change, pass away.
Number 50. What other name do we give to truth?
Holy
Breath.
Number 51. What have you to say about holy breath?
All we can say,
Oh, and
it is great,
say it
it is
is
good,
great,
it was,
it
it
is
is,
good,
and evermore
it
to be.
was,
I mean,
it is, and evermore to be. Amen.
Number 52. At what place on earth was the physical part of man formed?
in the
In
garden,
the of Eden.
Number 53. Where is the Garden of Eden?
in the land of Canaan, the city of Mecca.
And Canaan, the city of Mecca.
Number 54. What is the modern name for the Garden of Eden?
Mecca.
Mecca.
Number 55. What is the name of the first physical man?
This
His
name
name
will not be used
Not
only
used
by executive rulers
only
of the AC of the
the
MSTofA.
of
of
the
the
AC of the M
of the
S
MST
T of A.
of A.
Number 56. What are the words of AC of the MST of A?
Adult Chamber of the Moorish Science Temple of America,
Moorish Science
Third Heaven.
of America. Third heaven.
Number 57. Who were Adam and Eve?
They are the mothers
Are
of the human
Mother,
family,
fathers,
Asiatics,
human
Muslims,
of the family.
Asiatics, and
Asiatics and Muslims.
Number 58. Where did they go?
they
They
went
went
to Asia.
Number 59. What is the modern name given to their children?
Asiatics.
Number 60. Who is guarding the holy city of Mecca today to keep the unbelievers away?
Angels.
Number 61. What is the modern name for those angels?
Asiatic.
Number 62. What is the shade of their skin?
Olive.
Number 63. Are the Moorish Americans any relation to those angels?
Yes.
yes,
Yes,
Have the same
we all have the same father and mother.
and mother,
Number 64. Give 5 names that are given to the descendants of Adam and Eve.
Lucifer,
Satan,
devil,
Dragon,
devil,
and Beast.
tempest,
and peace.
and
Number 65. What is the devil sometimes called?
The lower self.
Lower self.
Number 66. How many cells are there?
2.
2.
Number 67. Name them.
Higher self.
Number 68. What people represent the higher self?
The angels who protect the holy city of Mecca.
Number 69. What people represent the lower self?
Those who were cast out of the holy city, those who accept their teaching,
And those who accept their teaching.
Number 70. What is the higher self?
the higher self, your virtues, and the harmonies of life. It will reach justice, mercy, love, and right.
love,
Number 71. Can the higher self pass away?
No.
Number 72. Why?
Because
Allah and man.
Number 73. What does the lower self breathe?
everything that harms.
Number 74. What did the higher self say to the lower self at one time when he met him?
Where are you going?
Where are you going, Satan?
Number 75. What was the answer that the lower self gave to the higher self?
I am going to seeking whom I may devour.
Whom I may devour.
Number 76. Has he finished his task of devouring?
Yes.
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 Number 77. When was his time declared out?
When he knelt
On the cross.
Where Jesus in the cross.
Number 78. What are the last words Jesus uttered?
It is finished.
Number 79. What did he have reference to? Number 80. Did Jesus say that he would return to conquer him?
Yes.
Yes.
Number 81. What is the name of the person into whom Jesus was first reincarnated? Number 82. Was Satan to be bound then?
Satan was
Number 83. When was the head of Satan taken off?
14, 3,
22.
Number 84. By whom?
by
Number 85. Name some of the marks that were put upon the Moors of Northwest by the European nations in 1774.
Cover.
Ethiopian.
Number 86. Negro.
The name river because it contains black water.
Black water.
Number 87. What is meant by the word black?
Black means death.
Number 88. What does the word colored mean?
Colored
Stained, varnish, or dye.
Number 89. What does Ethiopia mean?
Ethiopia means something divided.
Number 90. Can a man be a Negro, black, colored, or Ethiopian?
No.
Number 91. Why?
because
Man is made in the image after
and after the likeness of God Allah.
Number 92. What title does Satan give himself?
God.
Number 93. Will you define the word white?
White means pure,
means ruler of the land.
Number 94. To whom do we refer to at times as being the great God?
Allah.
Number 95. Is the devil made in the image and likeness of Allah?
No.
No. Pass away.
Also, and will pass away.
Number 96. Who made the devil? Number 97. Who is Elohim?
Elohim is the seven created spirits that make everything.
Created
Never going to be.
everything that ever was, is, and evermore to be.
Number 98. What is Elohim sometimes called?
Oh,
Number 99. How many days are in the circle?
7 days.
Number 100. How many days are in a creation?
7 days.
Number 101. According to science, how many days are in a year?
7 days.
Islam, and there ends the reading of the Quran questions for Moorish children. Quran questions for Moorish Americans. And I return the floor to the moderator. Islam and peace.
Islam, thank you, Brother Deputy Sheikh, Grade A 44, for that reading and our reading, and thank you, family, for the blessed reading of our 101 questions and answers. May Allah bless the reading of divine constitution and bylaws, our additional laws, and our 101 questions and answers, inshallah, ameen. As ever, at this time, we bring to the floor the stars of our show, our children. Our children's Sunday school segment follows under the direction of our beloved Sister Sheikah's Gloria Terry and staff. All of our Moorish mighty Moors, tiny magnificent Moors, tiny mighty Moors, and Deputy Moorish Achievers in Training, all joining us today. Islam, all please star, unmute your phones. The floor belongs to the children's Sunday school. Islam, Sheikahs, Islam.
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 Heard?
Islam, beloved, you are heard.
Islam. Thank you, Sheikh. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Islam to everybody. I am first rising always to my highest height. I'm giving all perfect praises and honors to Allah, the Mother, Father, God of the universe. I'm giving honor to all true and divine prophets, Jesus, Muhammed, Buddha, Confucius, etc. And our last prophet in these days, our great Hebrew prophet, luscious Hebrew prophet, Noble Drew Allah, in the first, second, and third form. I'm giving on to the ancestors, all Allah's divine attributes, always recognizing and acknowledging all national officials, all officers, all our members, parents, children, students, visitors, family, friends, and always the universe. Now sharing our children's universal prayer. Always taking time to send what? Positive energies of prayers and thoughts
of healing blessings spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically to all throughout this universe, Islam. Now calling to the floor our attendance and activities coordinator, Sister Chandrika Copeland-Ill, to share our roll call for this Sunday's creation. Please, sister.
Islam. Islam Moors. I am the activities and attendance coordinator for the Moorish Children Sunday School. My name is Sister Chandrika Copeland-L, and I'm calling out of the Florida Republic. Rising to my highest of heights, giving all perfect praises and honors to Allah, the Mother, Father, God of the universe, giving honor to all true and divine prophets, Yashua, Muhammed, Buddha, Confucius, and lastly, in this era of time, our illustrious Hebrew prophet, Honorable Noble Drew Ali, in his first, second, and third form, extending my honors to our National Grand Sheikh, Joe Bratton Bey, our national officials, our deputy sheikesses and sheiks, our Moorish achievers, deputy Moorish achievers in training, members and guests on the call. I greet everyone in and with Islam. Now proceeding to read the roll call for the Moorish Children Sunday School. Sister Chandrika and Brother Claxton Copeland-L Jr. and family. If the family is present, please star.
Islam, we are all present.
Deputy Sheikess Wanda Gomes Bay and Deputy Sheik Cornelius Sanders Bay and family. If the family is present, please star.
Islam, we are all present.
Deputy Sheikess Alyssa and Deputy Sheik Kurt Thomas Bay and family. If the family is present, please star.
Islam, we are all present.
Deputy Sheikess Ariana Sanders Bay and family. If the family is present, please star.
Islam, we are all present.
Sister Rioni and Brother Justin Levi L and family. If the family is present, please star.
Islam, we are all present.
Deputy Sheikess Lakeisha and Deputy Sheik Michael Simpson L Jr. and family. If the family is present, please star.
Islam, sister, we are all present.
Sister Marion Tuma and Brother Curtis Douglas and family. If the family is present, please star.
Islam, we are all present.
Sister Shelley Waite Bay and Peterson family. If the family is present, please star. If there are any enrolled families that I've missed and that are present, please unmute your lines, state your name, and say Islam or peace. If there are any visiting parents with children who are on the call, please state your name, your child or children's name, their ages, and where you're calling from. If the children would like to say Islam, please feel free to do so.
We would like to welcome our visiting families to our Moorish village family. Islam, Islam, Islamism.
Islam, sister, thank you so very much, and thank you, family. We will now be sharing our balance in life. I will be sharing the introduction to our balance in life, which is 5 parts. At this time, continuing to be mindful of the importance of balance in life. We know our Moorish movement is balance, being both divine and national. This balance keeps us connected to Allah and the laws we must govern ourselves by. Very important. Islam, I would like to now call to the floor our Deputy Moorish Achiever in Training, Sister Jaden Levi Eel. Star, sister, you have the floor.
Islam.
Islam, dear, you have the floor.
Islam, this is Deputy Moorish Achiever in Training, Sister Jaden Levi Eel, calling out from the Louisiana Republic, and I'm 11 years old. First, I'd like to rise to my highest height, saying all perfect praises to Allah, Merciful God of the universe. I like to remain standing and extend those honors to all of our true and divine prophets, naming Jesus, Muhammed, Buddha, Confucius, and our last prophet in these days and times, our honorable prophet, Noble Jali, in his first, second, and third form. I like to give honors to all of our national officials and headquarters, all of our sheikhs and sheikesses, deputy sheikhs, all of our members, guests, and visitors on the call. And I'd like to give everyone in and with Islam. Starting with our divine side, can we have someone read keys 5 and 6, also 7 and 8, on page 1 of the Quran Questions for Moorish Children? This is a choice. All Moors who are able to read can read all 4 or just 2. Star Moors, have the floor.
Islam.
Islam, Mighty Moor, you have the floor.
Islam, my name is Brother Christian Water Bay. I'm 8 years old, qualified in public. I'll be reading 5, 6, 7, and 8. 5. Who is Noble Jew Ali? He is Allah's prophet. 6. What is a prophet? A prophet is a thought of Allah manifested in the flesh. 7. What is the duty of a prophet? To save nations from the wrath of Allah. 8. Who is the founder of the Moorish Science Temple of America? Noble Jew Ali, Islam and peace.
Thank you, Mighty Moor, for that powerful read. Now turning the floor back over to our beloved Sheikhish Cherry Ill. Islam, beloved, you have the floor.
Islam, dear, thank you so very much, and thank you, our brother, for taking your time and sharing those keys with us today. Now, I would like to call to the floor our Deputy Moorish Achiever in Training, Brother Jameson Dennis Day. Islam, brother.
Islam.
Islam, dear.
Islam Moorish. This is Deputy Moorish Achiever in Training, Brother Jameson Dennis Day. I'm 2 years old and I'm calling from the Florida Republic. I would like to exercise my 5 senses.
You're not exercising your 5 senses.
Turns out, I'd like to give honors and praises to Allah, the Mother, Father, God of the universe. I'd like to give honors to our officials, our sheikesses, members and guests on the call. I greet you all with Islam. We will now have any more read our keys numbers 38, 39, 40, and 41 on page 3 of the Quran Questions for Moorish Children. Islam, magnificent Moors.
Islam.
Islam, magnificent Moor, you have the floor.
My name is Yasir Aaron Thomas Bay. I'm 7 years old, 38. What is an angel? An angel is a thought of Allah manifested in human flesh. 39. What are angels used for? To carry messages to the 4 corners of the world, to all nations. 40. What is our prophet to us? He is an angel of Allah who was sent to bring us the everlasting gospel of Allah. 41. What is the everlasting gospel? It is a saving power that comes from Allah through our ancient fathers by His Prophet. Islam.
Thank you, Magnificent Moor, for that powerful read. Now getting the floor over to our beloved Sheikh Sarah. Islam Sheikh, you have the floor.
Islam, brother, thank you. And thank you, Moor, for sharing our keys with our class today. Very, very powerful. Thank you. Now, Moors, we're going to be blending divine and national. And for that, we're going to go to our Circle 7, Chapter 47, on page 58. I would like for someone to take their time and read verses 9, 10, 11, and 12. Islam, star. Islam, dear, you have the floor.
Islam, my name is Sister Levy Douglas, calling from the New York Republic, and I am 12 years old. 9. According to all true and divine records of the human race, there is no Negro, black, or colored race attached to the human family, because all the inhabitants of Africa were and are of the human race, descendants of the ancient Canaanite nation from the Holy Land of Canaan. 10. Where your ancient forefathers were, you are today, without doubt or contradiction. 11. There is no one who is able to change man from the descendant nature of his forefathers, unless his power extends beyond the great universal creator Allah himself. 12. These holy and divine laws are from the Prophet Noble Jew Ali, the founder of the uniting of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Islam and peace.
Islam, dear. Islam. Beautiful. Thank you for taking your time and sharing those verses with our class today. Thank you. Islam. Now we're going to be ending. And with that, we would like for somebody to share with our class what is our Moorish foundation in truth. Islam, star. Islam, dear.
Islam Moorish, this is Deputy Moorish Achiever in Training, Brother Jameson Dennis Bay. I'm 10 years old and I'm calling from the Florida Republic. And the answer is the first 7 articles of the U.S. Constitution, which is the organic constitution of the Republic, U.S.A.
Perfect. Thank you, brother. Islam. And as we always share, this is connecting us back to the great law of peace. And this is the articles that our prophet is talking about. Prophet Noble Drew Allah talks about in a warning in 1928. That's the other blue pamphlet. That is the what? National side of our Moorish movement. So again, brother, thank you so very much. At this time, Moors, we're opening the floor for exercising of our 5 senses. Our mighty tiny Moors will go first, followed by our magnificent young and older Moors. Sisters will always go first if possible. Islam, star. Exercise your 5 senses.
Islam? I'll you.
No.
I'm yielding for the sister.
Okay, he's letting you go. So, say Islam.
Islam.
What's your name?
My name is Anna.
How old are you?
I'm 4.
Calling from?
Where
are you calling from?
I'm 4 in Payback. My Bible is a boy. love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. On my territory, by thy and salvation, one night every day, to her public, duly on me.
Who made you?
Allah.
Who is Allah?
Allah is the Father of the universe.
Can we see him?
No.
Where is the nearest place we can meet him?
In the heart.
What is your nationality?
Moorish American.
What is our religion?
Islamism.
Islam.
Islamic peace. Peace. Peace, peace, peace.
Islam, Islam, Islam. Thank you, sister, for exercising your 5 senses of our class today and always giving us peace, 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 which we all need. So thank you, sister. And also, I forgot to say welcome back our sister Chandrika Copeland Eel. I forgot to say that to you. So welcome back. Trusting you feeling much, much better. Islam, Islam, Islam. All right, continuing. Anyone wants to exercise their 5 senses? The floor is open.
Islam.
Islam, dear.
Islam Wars. This is Deputy Moorish Achiever in Training, Brother Jameson Dennis Bay, and I have my sister. What's your name?
Janelle Joanne Copenhagen Francis.
How old are you?
3.
And we're calling from the Florida Republic. What are your 5 principles? Love.
Love. Truth. Peace. Freedom. And justice.
Who made you?
Allah.
Who is Allah?
Allah is Father of the universe.
Can we see him?
No.
Where is the nearest place we can meet him?
In a heart.
Say Islam
and peace.
Islam, Islam, Islam. Thank you, sister, for exercising your 5 senses with our class today. And thank you, brother, for looking out for your sister. Beautiful. Islam, Islam, Islam. Anyone else? The floor is open. Exercise your 5 senses.
Islam.
Islam. Islam.
That's a lot of Islam.
Is someone speaking?
Islam, this is Deputy Moorish Achiever in Training, Sister Jaden Levi Ill, calling off from the Louisiana Republic, and I'm 11 years old, and today we have Brother Raheem Levi Ill, and he likes to exercise his 5 senses. Say Islam.
Islam.
Say Brother Raheem.
Brother Raheem.
Levi. Ill. Say I'm 2 years old.
2 years old.
Calling off from the Louisiana Republic. Say your 5 senses. Say love.
Love.
Truth. Peace. Freedom. And justice. Islam.
Peace.
Islam, Islam, family. Thank you, brother, for exercising your 5 senses of our class today, that positive energy. And thank you, big sister. I like the way y'all have unified in your homes and helping your little brothers and sisters. Beautiful. Islam, Islam, Islam. Anyone else? Exercise your 5 senses.
Islam.
Islam.
My name is Brother Yasser Aaron Thomas Bay. I am 7 years old. My 5 principles are love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. My nationality is Moorish American. I love you all. Islam and peace.
Islam, Islam, Islam. And thank you, brother, sharing your positive energy with our class today, exercising your 5 senses, and always giving us love. Love and peace. That's what we need. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you too and your family. Anyone else? Start. Islam?
Islam. My name is Brother Christian Bay. I'm 8 years old, in public. My 5 principles are love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Who made you? Allah. Who is Allah? Allah is the Father of the universe. Can we see Him? No. Where is the next place we can meet Him? In the heart. What is your nationality? Moorish American. What is our religion? Islam. What is our holy day? Friday. Islam and peace.
Islam, brother. Thank you for exercising your 5 senses for our class today. We love your positive energy. Keep up the great work. Islam, anyone else?
Islam.
Islam, sister.
Islam, my name is Sister Leffie Douglas, calling from the New York Republic, and I am 12 years old. My 5 principles are love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Who made you? Allah. Who is Allah? Allah is the Father of the universe. Can we see Him? No. Where is the nearest place we can meet Him? In the heart. What is your nationality? Moorish American. Islam and peace.
Islam. And thank you, sister, for exercising your 5 senses of our class today. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Please continue doing what you're doing. Islam. All right. Is there anyone else who would like to exercise their 5 senses before we move on? All right. I would like to call to the floor our Deputy Moorish Achievement Training, Brother Dennis Bay, to read or recite our Act 6 key. Islam. Islam, dear.
Islam Wars. This is Deputy Moorish Achievement Training, Brother Jameson Dennis Bay. I'm 10 years old, and I would like to exercise I'm coming from the Florida Republic, and I would like to exercise my 5 senses on
You're not exercising your 5 senses. Slow down. You would like to recite.
I would like to recite our key access. With us, all members must proclaim their nationality, and we are teaching our people their nationality and their divine creed, that they must know that they are a part and parcel of this static government, and know that they are not Negroes, colored folks, Black people, or Ethiopians, because these names were given to slaves by slaveholders in 1779 and lasted until 1865 during the time of slavery. But this is a new era of time now, and all men now must proclaim their free national name to be recognized by the government in which they live and the nations of the earth. This is the reason why Allah, the great God of the universe, ordained Noble Drawley, the prophet, to redeem his people from their sinful ways. The Moorish Americans are the descendants of the ancient Moabites who inhabit the northwestern and southwestern shores of Africa. Islam and peace.
Islam, and Islam. Thank you so very much. It's very important to be able to recite our Act 6 key. Very important. Just from that one act, you can explain quite a bit about becoming a member of the Moorish Science Temple. So everything is included in that Act 6 key. So again, brother, thank you. Keep up the great work. Continue doing what you're doing. Thank you. Now, can we have somebody support our brother in our Act 6 key by reciting or reading our 4 supporting statements?
Islam.
Islam.
This is Riley by L. from the U.S.A. Republic, and I am 9 years old, and I will be reciting our 4 supporting statements. 1. I am a Hebrew Muslim of Moorish descent. 2. We are nationality through genealogy. 3. We honor our forefathers and mothers by proclaiming our true nationality. 4. Our simple as concepts names that dilute to slavery. Noble Dreadly came to redeem us. Islam and peace.
Islam, my dear. Thank you, sister, for reciting our 4 supporting statements. Again, that's also 4 statements that you can share with anybody and give them briefly of what we're all about here in the Moorish Science Temple, why we're doing what we're doing. Also, it's briefly let someone know the purpose of our prophet. So again, thank you, sister, for reciting our 4 supporting statements. Now, Moors, we're going to go and share our class lesson for this Sunday's creation. And today's creation, we will be continuing with part 5 of some of the Moorish high sign symbolism of the crescent, moon, and the 5-pointed star, sun, which is also including part 4 of some of the esoteric meanings. Now, we shared last Sunday's creation that the crescent, moon, and the star, sun, does what? It represents the counterbalance. You know, we always talk about balance in life. That's a must. The counterbalance between what? The powers of nature, a crescent, moon, and star. And the what? The original pairing of the active and positive creative principles. And most important, the entire physical universe is what? Built upon this fusion or connection of feminine and masculine principles. Of many, the first are the supreme balance. Can't get no higher than that. Everything in life is a balance. Now let's share part 5. And reminder, please use your keen, powerful listening skills as I share our lesson for this Sunday's creation. Everybody, if you have your PDF, again, take out your PDF pictures as I share part 5 of our continuation of our divine crescent moon and our 5-pointed star sign. Part 5. Let us now consider the what? Electrical application of this union of what? Opposites. Again, we talked about we're still talking about the counterbalance. Now we're going to be considering the electrical application of this union of opposites. Earlier, I stated that a positive electrical charge is deemed what? Male. Whereas a negative magnetic one is deemed what? Female. Union. Now, students, when the two fuse, male and female electrical, fuse or unite or blend or come together or join together, what happens? Creative action occurs. Combustion occurs. A spark is lit. And what? Power is generated. We're dealing with the electrical part, universe. It is this what? Male electric / female magnetic process that causes, number one, a car to move, number two, a flower to grow, number three, the planet to what? Rotate, and four, a child or baby to be eradicated or born. Now, turn it again to the sun, and parenthesis star, the what? Male, electrical, positive power whose rays strike the what? Magnetic female moon. The combination of both rays reaching the earth does what? It causes fertilization for things to grow. Two, causes movement. And three, causes growth. So we're going to stop right there. And I'm trusting that you're able to take in this portion again of our crescent moon and star sun. Today we talked about considering the electrical application of this union of what? Opposites. So again, I'm trusting that you're using your listening skills, and this will also help you to internalize more esoteric meaning of that crescent, moon, and star, Islam, the sun. At this time, I would like to call to the floor our activities coordinator and attendance coordinator to share our Sunday school home assignment for this Sunday's creation. Islam sister, can you please share the home assignment? Star.
Islam?
Yes, this is our 5th week. This is our last week of the syllabus. Islam, you have the floor.
Islam. Moors, I am the activities and attendance coordinator for the Moorish Children's Sunday School. My name is Sister Chandrika Copeland L., and I'm calling out of the Florida Republic. Now proceeding to read the home assignment for this Sunday's creation. This Sunday's creation will be centered around last week's Sunday school lesson. Sheikah Sherry L. touched on various topics, which breaks down how scientists and spiritualists view the star and the crescent. Our Sheikah speaks on our moon and crescent being a balance between the powers of nature. Our key word is balance. What is balance? Name one pair of balance factors / examples that our Sheikahs presented. Why is masculine and feminine energy together important when trying to be balanced? For our magnificent Moors, 7 years and older, please demonstrate on the question above in 2 to 3 paragraphs. For our magnificent mighty tiny Moors, 0 months to 7 years, please spell the word balance and use it in a mighty sentence. Parents, please assist our students with their home assignment if needed. And as always, if you are unable to attend Sunday school, please send a text to Sheikah Sherry L. a day or time before Saturday at 5 p.m. Peace and love, family. Islamism.
Islam sister, thank you so very much for sharing our home assignment. The floor is now open for anyone to exercise their home on their home assignment. Our mighty tiny Moors always go first, and also I'm trusting that our magnificent young and older Moors will follow. Islam, the floor is now open to sharing of your home assignment. Islam, please star.
Islam.
Islam.
My name is Brother Yashua Aaron Thomas Bay. I'm 7 years old. The word balance means to me that something is equal. It means everything is equally shared or exists and keeps everything steady. It keeps everything together, working together. Some of the balance pairs that Sheikh Terry L. shared are positive and negative. Sun and the moon, and my favorite, fire and water. These represent balance and unity, Islam and peace.
Islam, my dear brother, Yasser Thomas Day, for your extensive demonstration on our word balance, and also for using your listening skills so keen and sharp to help you with your assignment. So we love you, brother. We love you. We love you. We love you. Thank you. Anyone else, please? Star.
Islam.
No.
Yeah, I yield.
How are you?
Islam, sister. Thank you. This is Sister Chandrika Copeland L., the Activities and Attendance Coordinator. I have Sister, what's your name?
Divine Copeland, the princess.
And how old are you, Sanaira?
3.
You're 3. And we're calling from the Florida Republic. And today, our word is balanced. Can you say balanced? Say balanced.
Balance.
Let's spell balanced. Say B.
B.
A.
A.
L.
L.
A.
A.
N.
N.
C.
C.
E.
E.
Say balance.
Balance.
Say life.
Life.
It's like riding.
It's like riding
a bicycle.
A bike.
A bike. It's like riding a bike.
A bike.
To keep your balance.
To keep your balance.
You must keep moving.
You must keep moving.
Say Islam
and peace.
And peace.
Islam. And thank you, Sister Sanara, Divine Copeland Eel, the princess. Thank you so much for your demonstration of your home assignment on balance. And I just love your comparison of the universe and the bike. Yes, because you got to keep moving. You don't pedal, you're going to fall off. So thank you. I love that. Thank you, Sister Sanara. We love you. Sister Anara, I thought did she yield for the sister?
Islam.
Yes, Islam sister.
Islamani Dada Anamadan Day Public Employee Code.
Say balance.
Balance.
B. A. L. A. N. C. E. Balance. Say I am learning the balance of my feminine and masculine energy. Say Islam and peace.
Islam and peace.
Islam, Sister Anira. Thank you for exercising such a powerful demonstration on the word balance and how you're internalizing that balance is within all of us. We all have female and male. So it's a must that we learn to balance those energies within us. It's must. It's nature. Thank you, sister. Thank you. We love you. We love you. We love you. Thank you. Peace, 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 peace to you. Anyone else would like to exercise their home assignment? Please, star.
Islam.
Islam.
Islam, this is Deputy Moorish Receiver in Training, Sister Jada Levi Ill, calling out from the Louisiana Republic, and I'm 11 years old, and I like to exercise my homework assignment. Balance is the masculine and feminine energies. The crescent moon and star represents balance. The moon as the mother, feminine energy, and the star as the sun, masculine energy. Masculine and feminine energy is important together when trying to be balanced because you cannot have one without the other. Let's put it this way. You cannot have two feminine energies together because for one, they won't get along, and for two, it just wouldn't be natural. So that's why we need both masculine and feminine energies to keep our universe, our nature balanced. Islam and peace.
Islam. I love you, Morris. Thank you, Deputy Morris Achiever and Trainer, Sister Jade and Levi Ill, for a perfect demonstration of our balance and using your listening skills and internalizing to be able to demonstrate what you just shared. Very, very important. All honest. Thank you, sister. We love you. We love you. Keep doing what you're doing. Islam. Anyone else would like to exercise their home assignment?
Islam.
Islam.
Islam. My name is Fred Christian Bay. I'm able to confront in public. Balance. Adjust. Evenly. Be even. Harmonious. Ancient. Arrangement. Or adjustment. Higher self and lower self. The masculine and feminine energy together is important when trying to be balanced is because we all have the masculine and feminine energy within us. Being balanced is to adjust, be even. So we must first come to the knowledge of the masculine and feminine energy. As we learn about it, we can adjust easily, creating that balance. Islam and peace.
Islam, and Islam. Brother Christian, for such an elaborate demonstration on the balance in life and how you relating the crescent moon and the star, sun, the balance and the balance within all of us. Remember, we all have the elements within our body. We're energy first before we're even physical. So I love that demonstration that you're demonstrating. And you know, the moon represents the emotions. So we all have the emotions within us. And sometimes that is kind of shut down in our males, and that keeps them unbalanced because that's part of nature. And then on the other side, we females might be accused of being emotional, but that's our nature. That's what the moon represents, the emotions within us. So again, brother, thank you for your demonstration. We love you, brother Christian. Keep doing what you're doing. Islam, Islam, Islam. Anyone else like to exercise their home assignment?
Islam.
How are you?
Thank you. Islam, my name is Sister Lovey Douglas, calling from the New York Republic, and I am 12 years old. Balance can be an even distribution of weight, enabling someone or something to stay upright and steady. It can also refer to your mental health, for example, staying calm and having a clear mind. One pair of balance factors that Sheikah's Cherry L presented was that the crescent moon and star represent the counterbalance between the powers of nature. Masculine and feminine energy together is very important when balancing because the male is positive and the female is negative, so it is a balance between both ends of the energy. Islam and peace.
Islam, my dear, thank you so very much for sharing your home assignment with us, Sister Lovey Douglas, and demonstrating on the importance of the counterbalance of the male and female energy, and also relating it to the crescent moon and star, the universe. So again, sister, we love you. Continue doing what you're doing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Someone yield for Sister Douglas?
Islam.
Yes.
Islam, this is Sister Riley by L. Klein from Louisiana Republic, and I am 9 years old, and I'll be exercising my homework assignment. Nature. Nature is balance. Balance comes in many different forms. For example, hot and cold, wet and dry, high and low, up and down, left and right, and so on and so on. Balance is more like a positive and negative energies. And signs you might learn are gonna learn in the future that you can have two you cannot have two positive energies or two negative energies because it will not create a charge. This means that balance can really only be opposites in a way. Another example, food is food. If your seasonings in your food are not balanced, it will not come out right. It will either be too salty or not enough. That's why balance is important. When we are off balance, we are separating from nature, which is sin. Separation and nature. Islam and peace.
Islam, my dear Sister Riley, thank you for your demonstration of the balance and the crescent and the moon star, your food. That was a very good example. I love the way you shared that, your food. If you don't have the right seasoning, then it's not going to taste right. It's going to be off balance and everything. So we know, I like that you're relating the balance to everything in life. Everything must have its balance. So you know that we're out of balance, and that's why the prophet comes to put us back into balance. For us to unite, to unite back with the Creator, Allah. Everything in life has its counterpart, balance. So again, sister, thank you for your demonstration of your home assignment. We love you, Sister Riley. Continue doing what you're doing. Islam? Anyone else want to exercise their home assignment? Please star.
Islam.
Islam.
Islam Wars. This is Deputy Moorish Achiever in Training, Brother Jameson Dennis Bay. I'm 10 years old and I'm calling from the Florida Republic. And I would like to exercise my 5 senses on my home assignment. Balance is a condition in which different elements are equal or in the correct. My mom is a Libra, and her zodiac sign is a scale. Balance is needed because people are dying because of the lack of balance. A white man can get out of jail with no problem, but a so-called black man can't. That's an example of the lack of balance. Islam and peace.
Islam, my dear Deputy Moorish Achiever in Training, James Dennis Bay, for your demonstration on our word balance. And yes, using your mom's zodiac sign as an example, Libra, the scale of balance, air sign. Yes, so thank you. And also demonstrating all your examples of balance in life. So again, thank you, brother, for demonstrating your home assignment. We love you, we love you, we love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyone else? I think that's the class for today. Trusting I didn't leave anyone out. All right. So that's our home assignment for this Sunday's creation. And thank you, everybody. I love the way you are using those listening skills and internalizing and seeing how it matches with everyday life. Things we ordinarily just take for granted. It helps you elevate and be on a different thought plane when you know this knowledge. And another little extra I just wanted to share with you all for your thought and information. As before I had shared, we human beings are part of the elements of the universe. And I shared that we are energy first. And for instance, we learned, or I learned in a meditation that I did, an online workshop with Sister Diana, and we were using the mala beads. So I was introduced to the mala beads as a part of a praying meditation. And what I loved about it was our 5 fingers. Look at your fingers. Our 5 fingers represent the 5 elements in the mala bead meditation. The thumb represents earth. The index finger, which is the first finger, represents fire. And it was demonstrated that we don't use our index finger. You know, I know you all are young, but when we were growing up, it was a no-no to take that finger, that index finger, and point at somebody. But they never really broke up the spiritual part of that. It was just bad manners. It gives off an energy. People get offended, especially if you're arguing and fussing and you take that finger and just point it at somebody. And the reason why that is the index finger represents fire. And we don't use that finger even when we're doing the mala beads because it's an energy of burning. So that's what you're actually doing when you're pointing your finger at somebody. You're so angry, you're throwing that energy off, and you're really burning the energy. So we learned that also, and it represents, the anger. And the middle finger represents the ether. Remember we talked about the ether, the sky, or the akasha. The third finger represents water. And the pinky finger, the little finger, or the fourth finger represents air. So those are just little tidbits to think about. And another thing that was shared with me by our deputy, Sheikah's Norma Solomon ill. She's very dedicated in yoga. So I learned quite a bit from her when she shares with me. And one of the things she shared with me was the Kundalini, the base meditation and a mantra, and the four fingers, Sa, S-A, represent infinity. Ta, which is the second finger, represents life. The third finger, Na, represents death. And Ma represents rebirth. So you have infinity, life, death, and rebirth. And this is part of a meditation mantra that we use when dealing with the Kundalini, healing past trauma in the brain. So again, these are little tidbits to let you know about parts of our body using our fingers and how they represent the element. So with that, we're closing our portion of the Sunday school out. And we always open the floor for any visiting children that may have come on that would like to share something with the class. And then any student who would like to share something with the class today. So the floor is open. Star. I don't know if we had any visiting children come on, but we always want to let our visitors speak first. If not, the floor is open to any student. Islam, dear.
Islam Moorish. This is Deputy Moorish Achiever in Training, Brother James from Dennis State. I'm 10 years old, and I'm calling from the Florida Republic. And I would like to exercise my 5 senses on the word self-control. Self-control is when you are in charge of what you do and say. You use self-control to listen and follow directions. You keep calm and speak to others in a kind way at all times. Self-control helps you not to do things that may be harmful to yourself and others. Self-control helps you stay safe, be successful, and create peace. Islam and peace.
Islam, brother, powerful word for this Sunday's creation and the week. Self-control. All of us should be working on that self-control within us. And I love the characteristics of a person practicing self-control and the idea that all the things you name, you can harm people when you lose self-control. It's your words. Sometimes your words is worse than somebody putting their hands on you physically. The prophet used to tell us back in the day, the tongue is a two-edged sword. You can cut a person up with your tongue. You can do damage mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. So yes, learn to work with self-control. Think first, and sometimes the thought comes, don't act on it, because it's the warning. And sometimes we just ignore and just do what we want to do, and we don't know the damage that we do to each other. So I love that word this week. We all practice self-control. So again, thank you, brother, for sharing our word for this Sunday's creation and for the week. Self-control. All right, Morris, we're closing the children's portion of the Sunday school out. And always, I'm ending in the spirit of divine gratitude. Only Allah knows how grateful I truly am. Words cannot speak what's in my heart and in my soul. And also, I'm ending in the spirit of love divine. I love you all. Thank you all. Thank you. Peace, and more peace.
Islam Sheikh, and I dare say we all love you as well. Give thanks. Thank you. And the children. Alhamdulillah. Blessed showing by children as ever. And so now we take the time for the adults. A few minutes that we have, we can take it and express any questions on the 101 or commentary. Perhaps you got a revelation reading our 101 questions. Or, of course, as it relates to the circle steps, anything there.
Islam Sheikh, can you hear me?
Islam, Deputy Sheikh, I hear you. How are you?
All is truly well. I was just giving you, letting you know, our National Grand Sheikh sends his love and Islam, and he won't be able to join us this afternoon. Islam?
Islam, thank you, my brother. Excellent, excellent. And Deputy Sheikh, is Gomes Bay or Sanders Bay, how many phones do we have on our line today?
Islam Sheikh, we have 30 callers on the line?
We are 30.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, beloved. Thank you.
Islam.
All praise be to the Most High, Islam. All right, Moors. And adults, also I put on the floor last creation, how we like to, if we like to, handle our adult portion. Sometimes like today, because of the Grand Sheikh, we'll have, not being with us, we'll have a little more time. On our normal schedule right now, we have about 15 minutes, but we do have a little more time. So, questions on the 101? 101 questions, or 101 questions and answers. Perhaps a revelation you received on our 101 questions and answers. Don't be shy. You know, I have some questions for you. Islam, beloved.
Islam, Divine Minister. This is Deputy Sheikh. It's Carolyn Young Bay. How are you?
Ever blessed, Mr. Deputy Sheikh, and yourself?
Doing well, thank you.
Alhamdulillah.
Islam, this is Deputy Sheikh, Carolyn Young Bay, calling out of the North Carolina Republic. First, I rise giving all perfect praises to Allah, to all of our ancestors, known and unknown. I give honors to our true and divine prophets, naming Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, and Confucius, and the last prophet in these days and times, our Redeemer, our illustrious Hebrew prophet, Noble Drew Ali, first, second, and third form. I extend my honors to the forerunner for Noble Drew Ali, Marcus Messiah Garvey, and to our National Grand Sheikh, Joel Bratton Bay, to our Grand Body, to the Sheikhs, Sheikesses, Deputy Sheikhs, Deputy Sheikesses, brothers and sisters and parents and students in our Sunday school, and to everyone on the call, I greet you all with love and Islam, Islam, Islam. I just wanted to ask a question about, well, first I wanted to extend my love to the children this morning and to our director of our Sunday school for beautiful, beautiful class this morning, beautiful demonstrations by the children as always. And I also wanted to congratulate those that are on the call who have been elevated to the position of deputy and deputy sheikesses, Islam. I just wanted to ask a question about in our Circle 7 in chapter 47, verse 17, and it reads, this is why the nationality of the Moors was taken away from them in 1774, and the word Negro, black, and colored was given to the Asiatics of America, who were of Moorish descent, because they honored not the principles of their mother and fathers and strayed after the gods of Europe, of whom they knew nothing. And then in our key in our 101 questionnaire, key number 85 says, name some of the marks that were put upon the Moors of Northwest by the European nation in 1774. And the answer, Negro, black, colored, and Ethiopian. When we go to our Act 6, in our second tier of law, it says, it starts to read, and know that they are not Negroes, colored folks, black people, or Ethiopians, because these names were given to the slaves by slaveholders in 1779. So the prophet is making a distinction in 1774, and then in our Act 6, we have 1779. I just want to be clear on understanding the two dates. I know in 1774 is when the Moors fell, and of course, their birthrights, our birthrights and nationality was taken away from us.
So are we saying that in 1774, these were the names that were decided upon, and then in 1779, they branded the Moors with Islam?
Islam, Sister Deputy Sheik, is excellent. Thank you for your astuteness and your focus in these questions and making these connections like that. In essence, one date is the beginning of a process, and the other date is the ending of that process. One date, the process, 1774, is when they began this process of branding Negro, black, and colored, and stripping of nationality. And by 1779, that process was completed. That process, as it tells us in Act 6, then lasted until 1865, during the time of slavery. But one date is the beginning of the process, 1774. 1779 is the ending of that process, that branding process, and that stripping away of nationality. 5-year process. Islam?
Islam. Thank you, Divine Minister. I appreciate your input. Thank you so much for clearing that up for me. Islam and peace. I return it back to you. Thank you.
Thank you, beloved. Thank you for the question. And these are the questions that, well, you know, one asked the question, it means that 10 more or better have the question and didn't ask. So feel free to ask the question more. No question is wrong and no answer is wrong according to your understanding from Allah. Islam.
Islam, Divine Minister. This is Brother Deputy Sheik, Mainstream Gray Bay 44, and I'm calling out of the Massachusetts Commonwealth, re-rising to my highest heights, giving all perfect praise to our Mother, Father, God, Allah. Good question from Deputy Sheikus, and I just want to reflect back on the book from Asim Hopkins Bay on page 3, and this was a Masonic order, Masonic convention that happened at Independence Hall. And it states on September 5th, 1774, the Moors was a divided and defeated nation here in North America. On that day, the 13 European colonies or nations met in Philadelphia in a building known as Carpenter's Hall. It was a Masonic convention. Masonic is defined as pertaining to or characteristic of Masons and or Masonry, secret society with secret passwords and handshakes, and secret ceremonies with meanings only known to their members. So pertaining to the question, it was in 1774 when they stripped us, and then we took on the marks of Negro, Black, and Colored because we strayed after the gods of Europe, who we knew nothing of, and that detached us from our ancestral history. Islam, and I return the floor. Peace.
Islam, Brother Sheik. Thank you for that add-on. That addendum information is good to know. And again, yes, 1774, the process was begun. And remember, the process, it took time. It was just one day didn't strip all. The children had to be separated from the elders who knew who they were. The youngers had to be separated from those who didn't know. It's the same as you see in the European system. They carried it forward throughout the world. In the so-called Aborigine system, wherever they went, they separated the children from those who knew who they were, so they could infiltrate the children or inculcate the children with whatever it is with their European psychology, which in this case is Negro, Black, and Colored, Ethiopian Negro psychology. The process over a 5-year period, by 1779, the process was complete. And we were, our younger children, our younger generations were without knowledge of self. All praises due for Juali. Thank you, Brother Deputy Sheik, for that enlightenment, that clarity. Floor is still open, Morris. Share your knowledge, share your question. Your question someone else has, but they're not asking. You ask for them. Islam. You studying your 101 questions and answers? Are you correlating with your circle set? Where are you members? Where are you adults? Where are you adults? All right. So my turn to ask the question. All praises due to Allah. And I'll ask a question that starts off very easy. As a matter of fact, it ties in, make it tie into our lesson today from our children's Sunday school. Let's ask us in question number 4. Subhanallah. Question number 2. Who is Allah? It says Allah is the Father of the universe. Then it asks us in question 72, in reference to the higher self, when the higher self passed away. No. Why? Because it is Allah and man. So, connection. Can anyone connect the dots there? We go back to 70. What is the higher self? Higher self is the mother of virtues and the harmonies of life. Mother of virtues and harmonies, and brings justice, mercy, love, and right. Anyone? I mean, you didn't ask the question, so you leave it for me to ask. So, connect it for us, or strive to connect it for us. Don't be shy. The gifts of understanding are the treasures of Allah. Even if you're not given the answer that I'm looking for, your answer is still right because it's what is on your dial plate, what you understand, what you comprehend. So, any takers, adults, don't disappoint your children. They're listening to Islam.
Islam?
I heard somebody clicking. Islam, brother. I think that's Brother Douglas.
Islam, Divine Minister. Yes, it is.
Islam, brother. Thank you for stepping forward. Go ahead, Mo. Floor is yours. What you got to tell us?
Islam. This is Brother Curtis Douglas calling from the New York Republic. First and foremost, I'd like to rise to my highest heights, giving all acknowledgement and thanks to all divine prophets named Jesus, Muhammed, Buddha, and Confucius. Giving acknowledgement to Noble Drew Ali in the first, second, and third form. Also acknowledging all sheikhs, deputy sheikhs, deputy sheikhs, all officials under the leadership of our National Grand Sheikh Joe Bratton Bey. Allah in man. Just to give some perspective, because we had touched on this briefly in the Holy Night call, and I'd want to elaborate a little bit because it was a very beautiful discussion. Anciently in Kemet, we know that it says that Noble Drew Ali is an Egyptian adept, and in calling Moors to know themselves, it is upon us to not only study the 101 questions, but to really get in tune with that divine principle. In the scriptures, the Sun Book, which is referred to as the Bible, the giver of life, it talks about the beginning, the Genesis, gene as in generation, Isis, the divine principle of that feminine energy. So like the Sunday school tapping into that masculine and that feminine energy, it talks about in the beginning that man walked with God in the cooling of the wind. We walked and we spoke and we fellowshiped with God, but something happened and we fell. What happened? The question was, did you eat from the tree that I told you not to eat from? Because when you eat from that tree, you shall surely die. NBC, Negro, Black, colored people. In political science means death. Black means death. So the people fell from that great state of walking with God. Can we see Allah? No. Allah is in the heart. So we know that the heart is the center, the core. So in that center, it says that 4 streams flow from that river. On the Circle 7 Quran, we see 4 streams. Those are the 4 cardinal points of the square. So life has to pour into a vessel. That vessel, the pouring in, the pouring out, that's the masculine principle, the giver of life, the Father. Now, that energy that needs to be poured out needs a vessel. Noble Drew Ali holds up the woman. He says, humanity is written on your womb. So the masculine energy, Noble Drew Ali, is now pouring out this high principle of the 101 question to bring us back to that form, that first order of God. So the 101, 2 pillars on either side, 1 and 1, then the circle of life right in the middle. So just like in the bylaws, Noble Drew Ali is standing between these 7 principles. It says the 7-day creation, going back to the last 101, the last question to the 101, he's standing and he's pointing to Acts 6. It says that man was created on the 6th day. So the vessel on the national side that we need to pour into is the container, which can be temporal. And I said, which can be temporal because when we ascend, we can actually take our physical body, and that was what was demonstrated when he talks about the transfiguration by who is referred to in the East as Isa, Yehoshua, aka Jesus, when he now became the first begotten son. So these are degrees, and the lower self is just that vessel that now man must struggle to come back to. And like it says in the 101, who's guarding the Garden of Eden? What is called today Mecca. It says angels. So man must now go through these struggles, tying back to the first chapter in the Circle 7 Quran, being that he now gratified his lower nature because he broke the order. He broke the order of what? You're supposed to be in harmony with the divine. You're supposed to stay within the family. But if you, as a prodigal, think you know better than the original author and perfecter or authority, Noble Drew Ali, for instance, being that thought of Allah. So much can be said on that, but I'll leave the floor back to the moderator because others might have similar demonstration. Islam and peace.
Islam, Brother Douglas. Thank you. Thank you for your linking and your understanding of sciences and some of the and the esoteric consciousness therein. Please love you much.
Islam.
Still open. Islam.
Islam, Divine Minister. This is Brother Deputy Sheik, Mainstream Gray Bay 44, calling out of Massachusetts Commonwealth, re-rising to my highest heights. In pertaining to your question, it says, number 2, who is Allah? Allah is the Father of the universe. 3, can we see him? No. Where is the nearest? 4, where is the nearest place we can meet him? In the heart. Okay, so I want to take your attention to number 90. It says, key number 90, it says, can a man be a Negro, black, or colored? Black, colored, or Ethiopian? No. 91. Why? Because man is made in the image and after the likeness of God Allah. And I think that would be the suffice answer to your question. If not, I yield the floor. Peace.
Islam. Well, it speaks to it. I may not have worded my question as clearly as I would have liked, and so I'll try it again. I'll strive on it again. Question 2, just question 2. Answer, who is Allah? Answer, Allah is the Father of the universe. And then number 70, and I'll just leave it at 70. Now, what is the highest self? The highest self is the mother of virtues and the harmonies of life, and breeds justice, mercy, love, and right. 72, can the highest self pass away? So the highest self says, can the mother of virtues and the harmonies of life, which breeds justice, mercy, love, and right, pass away? Answer is no. Then there's another question. Why? Number 72. It says, because the mother of virtues and the harmonies of life, which breeds justice, mercy, love, and right, is Allah in man. So, in a way, I just made the linkage, but I asked what the linkage is between those two questions. The linkage between those two. And everything said ties into it. So, we are linking according to our comprehension in it as well. What do these two questions show us? Maybe I'll change it that way. What do they show us? Going back to our children's Sunday school lesson today, and the past 2-3 Sundays, they show us something, adults. Go ahead and take another. We have 2. Someone else, come. What do they show us? Question 2, Allah is the Father of the universe. The highest self is Allah in man. The highest self being the mother of virtues and the harmonies of life, breeding justice, mercy, love, and right, is Allah in man. But Allah Who is Allah? Allah is the Father of the universe. Anyone.
Islam.
Don't let your children down. Islam, Brother Deputy Chief. Go ahead, Juan. Thank you.
I'll try to attack it more. Bismillah. Rahman Rahim, hail and on. With love in Islam, and my high and perfect praises to Allah, one upon the God of the universe, and I prophet, days and time, prophet number July, sending those honors to our national grandchildren, your birthday, and our fishes in Baltimore, and our Muslim brothers and sisters all over the world, and on the call, and to our young lead guiders of our nation, Islamism. All right. Allah is the Father of the universe, and the higher self, and not passing away. Well, what I get from the question, I think, and just exercising my 5 is the Father of the universe, who is Allah, and relative to the higher self within man, created this universe to be harmonious, and that harmony cannot pass away. And as man is created in the image and after the likeness of Allah, it is the continuation is dependent on the way that man obeys or disobeys the law. But truth is forever. And the truth and falsehood is always in operation. And if you do not know one, you will be wrapped up in the other, and that other would definitely be falsehood. I had a little communication with a brother, and I was disseminating some of these same lessons, revealing that man is made in the image and likeness of Allah, and the brother had a issue with that. He studied through, I guess, Christianity, 5 percenters, Nation of Islam, Hebrew Israelites, and he's back to reading the Bible today. So he's saying that it is offensive to say that we are made in the image and likeness of Allah. So I was trying to give some understanding and tell him that likeness, being in the likeness, is not the same as being Allah. Your like is like for instance, replica of a particular item might be made in the same size, but it cannot do what the original can do. Islam, return to the floor.
Islam, Brother Deputy Chief. Thank you. All right? It's good. It's good. We're all coming through and vibing on this. And we're all right there with it. So, but I keep taking it back to just the Sunday school lesson today and the past couple of weeks, past couple of creations. So it all ties in. It all ties in. Anyone else wish to speak to it at this time?
Islam.
Okay, Islam. So I know the phone. Go ahead.
Islam. Did somebody else want to come in? How you?
Islam, was there someone else coming in? Well, it seems not, Brother Deputy Sheik. It seems not.
Islam. All right. This is Deputy Sheik, Brother Mainstream Gray Bay, calling out of Massachusetts Commonwealth, re-rising to my highest height. I had to think about the question, but I was going to say, go back to key 46. What did Jesus say that would make you free? Truth. 47. What is truth? Truth is I. 48. What is I? I is Allah. 49, can truth change? Truth, answer, truth cannot change or pass away. What other name do we, 50, what other name do we give to truth? Holy breath. So I would say, and I would, from the children's Sunday school, I would say the balance of man being one with Allah, Islam.
Islam, all right. Alhamdulillah, the balance of man being one with Allah. Alhamdulillah, all right. Well, we're all right there and all understanding well this point. In our conversation, a lot of times, alhamdulillah,
Islam, Divine Minister, Deputy Sheikh is Carolyn Young Bay, re-rising to my highest height. In I guess in reference to the question, and what the Deputy Sheikh just mentioned, I would say that my answer would be it shows the unity of Allah and man. That we, as Deputy Sheikh Mikhail Bey said, the likeness of Allah, we strive to have those attributes that is of Allah. And so the unity between Allah and man is that we have the power to raise our consciousness and and elevate ourselves to a higher tone. That we are able to show and live through the attributes of what and who Allah is. Islam and peace. I just turn the floor.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you. Who Allah is. I think that's the essence of what I'm asking, or what I'm striving to get to. You know, we a lot of times see Allah, the word, the name, Allah. It is a name. And when we relate to, shall we say, religious or spiritual matters, we do that many times speaking in the masculine. Who is Allah? Allah is the Father of the universe. And then we go to question 70. It says, with the higher self. What is the higher self? The mother of virtues and harmonies of life. The mother of virtues and harmonies. Then breathes, because the mother breathes. The mother brings forth life, breathes justice, mercy, love, and right. So the Deputy Sheikh, as you used the words, I think that summed up what everyone else was saying. And I'll just, you said the unity of Allah in man, and I'll just leave it at the unity of Allah. These two questions show us the unity of Allah, the masculine, feminine balance, the masculine, feminine unity of Allah. For you to use the word father, that means there must be a mother. You cannot, physically speaking, now I'm going to come to the physical world and lead us to the divine world for a minute, but come to the physical world. For a man to be a father, that means he had to make a woman a mother. He can't be a father until she becomes a mother. And once she becomes a mother, he becomes a father. So this word father indicates the masculine energy, also indicates that there's feminine energy in this. Yogi Paramahansa Yogananda had a saying, or always says, I should say, because his writings are still around, so you can still read them, that to get to the father, you have to go through the mother. So a lot of his lessons spoke to divine mother, learning to speak to divine mother. Why? Because divine mother can get to the father just as in a physical household child. If the child really wants to get to the father, they go through the mother. That's mommy has to speak to daddy and let mommy influence daddy. So, but the two questions together, one, Father of the universe, indicates that there's a mother, that Allah is not just male energy, masculine energy. And 71 ties it up and lets us know that it says the higher self, the mother of virtues, the mother of the harmonies, The mother that breeds justice, mercy, love, and right is Allah in man. So the balance is indicated here in our circle 7 between these two or these 3, 4 questions, that Allah is feminine, masculine energy, is the art and the one together. And that makes the one. There's only one. The unity of Allah in man is always masculine, feminine. They are complements. complement. I don't like to use the word opposites, because that indicates some kind of balance, some kind of conflict or pulling away. But complements, they work together. They come together to complete itself. So you cannot have a father without having a mother. And once you've made her a mother, you can't stop being a father. They complement, they go together. So it is indication in our 101 questions and answers of the unity of Allah in terms of the balance of the masculine and feminine energy that we call Allah. The Arabic name for the feminine energy is Alat. Allah is the masculine name, Alat, with a T instead of H, is the feminine name. But Allah encompasses that feminine energy. So, alhamdulillah. I say you don't ask questions, so you leave it to me to ask questions, and that's all right if that's how we like it. It's plenty, 101 questions. There's plenty of questions to ask on these 101 questions, and sometimes we ask 3 or 4 questions off of one of these questions. So we'll do this again. But all praise is due to Allah. Hey, we're coming down. We're coming down to the edge of our end of our time. It is still a desire to know how the adults wish to continue, if 15 minutes is enough for our adult Sunday school, or if we need to have more time as we go. Islam.
Islam.
Yes, Islam.
Yeah, Islam. I have this little document here. I'd like to disseminate it if I have a little time. Maybe take 2 minutes, based on what you're talking about on a scientific physics level, chemistry.
Thank you, Deputy Chief. Go ahead.
Islam was ever rising, giving perfect praises and honors to all the honored before. Islam with love. This is about Adam and Eve, and the topic is the heading is Atom Adam. So it goes on to define atom in the scientific disciplines of physics and chemistry. Atom is the material unit of matter, the smallest unit of an element, consisting of a dense central and positive charged nucleus, which is surrounded by a system of electrons equal in number to the number of nuclear protons. Adam, the symbolic and personalized traditional story of the first man and progenitor of mankind, in accord with varied versions of story about human development or the genesis of humanity on the planet Earth. Adam had a navel, belly button, the universal birthmark. Truth be told, the story about Eve and the feminine principle as coming from Adam, the masculine principle, is the traditional story line used in ancient times to introduce children to the divine laws of nature, with the expressions of the masculine and feminine principles as manifested in the zodiac. The masculine and feminine principles are reflected in all of the planets of our solar system and within the forces of nature. Atom is of the science. Adam is of the children's story. Eve is expressive of evolution. Adam is expressive of the smallest building block. Genesis means the coming into being of anything, the origin, the creation, the birth, etc. Eggs. Of all eggs of mammals, animals, etc. on the planet Earth are feminine. Masculine or male eggs do not exist in nature. According to the traditional children's story, Eve, the feminine principle, came from Adam's rib, the masculine principle. This is the expression of the energy exchanged in the structure of an atom. Children relate to personification of an atom as it relates to people around them and themselves. When they become adults, they are to be taught the science of atom and instructed to put their childish things away. So the scientist knows the feminine principle, woman produced Adam. Adam does not produce woman. For Eve, evolution is atom in action. Example, the protons, the electrons moving and interacting. Nothing stands still in the universe. This is the truth of evolution. All things evolved from and within the womb of the universe. Holy man, Islam. Pray that I spoke well and we heard the connection that the divine minister just related, and this does make some connection to myself. Islam, peace, prepare the floor for that.
Islam, Brother Deputy Sheik, I heard you end my call drop, my line drop, but thank you for that. However, I'm not relating to Adam with my question and the conversation, not at all relating to Adam itself, the creation of humanity. I'm just relating to the oneness, the masculine, the feminine oneness of Allah. That was really the point I was striving to make. The oneness of Allah in Allah's presence. No, nothing further. But appreciate that moving forward into the creation of Adam and Eve in terms of the spiritual plane, and then they're coming into the physical plane as well. All praises to appreciate loving everyone for their input, their responses today. You will all be blessed for your participation. At this time, I'd like to open the floor to any one of our guests, visitors who might be on the call, who may like to have a word. We have a minute or so. So any guest, visitor who has joined us, maybe the first time or maybe not the first time you wish to speak, but you've been a guest and a visitor. So anyone, guest and visitor, the floor is open to you. Star, mute your phone, give us your name and tell us from where you're calling. All right, all praises due to Allah. We welcome all of our everyone to our call, guests, visitors, and our returning members and friends. If you've enjoyed our call, as ever, our playback will be on our website, www.MoorishAmericanNationalRepublic.com. Go to the resource tab. Under the resource tab, the Sunday school, you hit the Sunday school, and there'll be 4 drop downs on that, Sunday school recordings. Inshallah, it'll be up within the next cycle of time's creation or so, we pray. If you're unable to access the website, send an email to sundayschool@MoorishAmericanNationalRepublic.com with the request for the dates of the Sunday schools that you would like to have, and we will forward an electronic file. And we constantly say it because we want you to know that we have not forgotten those who are on non-digital format, and as soon as possible, we will have playback for you as well. Our town hall meeting is this evening, as every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Clock, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Join us as we converse on the matter of the initial emancipation, the Emancipation Proclamations and the original 13th Amendment with 20 sections. Many people only know of the one supplemental emancipation of January 1st, 1863. Well, there were four proclamations of emancipation. Tune in this evening at 7:30 at our town hall meeting, and we'll talk more on that issue. At this number, 443-961-4434. The Moorish School of Law and History is in its first creation of class for the last course, Nationality Identification Card course. If you're wishing to join, feel free to go to our website, again, the resource tab, and then either the citizenship application or Moorish School of Law and History link will take you into the process. The sooner you join, the better. If you wait, it means you have to make up the homework for those weeks that you missed. So go do it now, get it out the way, and begin your program of self-uplift. Holy Night Call is every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Clock, as it is. Join us if you have a temple to go to and can't make it. If there's no temple, and can't come join us on Friday. We invite your friends, your family to join us as we read through our Circle 7 and discuss the salient and life-saving points of divine instruction therein. Every Friday, 9 p.m. at this number, 443-961-4434. Our members forum is live and active every Wednesday. If you're a member in good standing and wish to join the conversation, send an email to webmaster@MoorishAmericanNationalRepublic.com. In your email to the webmaster, give us your name as it is in your naturalization package, phone number at which you can be contacted, the date and place of your naturalization, and a color copy of your your nationality and identification card. Send those items to webmaster@MoorishAmericanNationalRepublic.com, and we will get you into the members forum. Our Sisters Auxiliary is happening every fourth Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Clock. If you're a member in good standing and a sister wishing to join our Sisters Auxiliary, please send an email to sistersauxiliary13@gmail.com, sisterauxiliary13@gmail.com. In your email, again, as before, as just stated, just give us your name as it is on your naturalization package, a phone number and an email that you'll be contacted at, which you can be contacted, and a color copy of your naturalization, your nationality and identification card. Send that to sisterauxiliary13@gmail.com. In addition, our Sister Auxiliary still is ongoing with their fundraising project. They have pins, life pins for $1 donation, the tags for $3 donation, and the magnets of $5 donation. So go to the website again, MoorishAmericanNationalRepublic.com, put in Sister Auxiliary in the search, and the items will come up. You can see them, and send an email to the sisterauxiliary13@gmail.com with the items that you desire in the subject area. They will get back to you, inshallah. The Young Men's Business League is every third Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Clock. Same instructions for the men as for the women. If you are interested in joining in good standing, send your name as it is in your naturalization package, your phone number, the emails that you'll be using, the date of your naturalization, a color copy of the nationality identification card to youngmensbusinessleague@gmail.com. That's youngmensbusinessleague@gmail.com. And join the conversation every third Thursday. Skills and talents we all use for someone else. But if you're ready to use them for yourself, we are building and growing here, as you can see. Commit to the work of self-uplift. Go to our committees page on our website. Again, www.MoorishAmericanNationalRepublic.com. At the website, there on the committees page, choose a committee to work with. Reach out and contact the chair for that committee, and let us move forward together. If you think there's a committee that we need that you don't see there, and you have the skills and expertise, then send an email to divineministry@MoorishamericanNationalRepublic.com. Indicate what it is you think, what committee we might develop, and let us move forward together. Sunday school enrollment. We are ongoing with our Sunday school enrollment. It's open all year round, every creation. So if you're listening to our Sunday school, have been listening and partaking, but you wish to become a permanent member of our Sunday school to enroll, send an email to sundayschool@MoorishAmericanNationalRepublic.com. That's sundayschool@MoorishAmericanNationalRepublic.com. In your email, indicate your desire to join the Sunday school. In that vein, adults, give us your names, ages, and phone number at which you can be contacted. Adults, names, ages, and phone number. If you have children also in the family who will be joining Sunday school, give us their names, their ages, their school grades, and their birthdays. Names, ages, school grades, birth dates for children, and we will get you enrolled. You'll receive our welcome and information package in return, confirming your enrollment in the Moorish Sunday School. Are there any announcements from any national officials at this time? Islam? Islam, Divine Minister, floor is yours.
Islam, Shikwe Mayo, are you fine?
Well, Mo, just as fine as I can be considering the time I've been on the planet, yes.
Islam, I'm Chief Lawrence Young Bay, National Treasurer, Divine Minister out of the North Carolina Republic. First, I rise giving all perfect praises to Allah and to all our ancestors, some we know, some we don't, to our true and divine prophets, just to name a few, Jesus, Muhammed, Buddha, and Confucius, and the last prophet in these days and times, our Redeemer, our illustrious Hebrew prophet, noble Jew, Allah, in the first form, the second form, and the third form. I extend my honors to the forerunner for noble Jew Allah, Marcus Mosiah Garvey, and to our National Grand Sheikh Joe Bratton Bay, to Sheikhs, Sheikesses, Deputy Sheikhs, Deputy Sheikesses, brothers and sisters and parents and students in our Sunday school. And to everyone on the call, I greet you with love and Islam, which means peace, peace, peace. First, I'd like to congratulate all the deputy sheikhs that made initiation, and I would like to make this announcement for the members. When mailing your dues card, please include your dues card with a photocopy of your dues card. In the upper right-hand corner of your dues card, you will see the letters DON and a blank line, which stands for date of naturalization. Write the date you were naturalized on that line. If you do not see DON and it is not written in the right-hand corner, write the date you were naturalized in the right-hand corner. Make 2 copies. Keep 1 copy home for your record. Include the month and year you are paying your dues. Also, if you change your address, please indicate so with a note when you mail your dues card. This is so we can update and mark the records correctly. This concludes my administrative announcement for the Moorish Science Temple, the Divine and National Movement of North America, Incorporated, number 13, Moorish American National Republic. I turn it back into the hands of the moderator, Sheikh Rayamail, Islam. Thank you for the time, brother.
Islam, you're quite welcome, Divine Minister. Thank you for your time. That is the time you put in the temple, and time as our national treasure. Thank you much. Divine warning by the Prophet Noble Jew Ali. Prophet warns all Muslims, governors, order to read proclamation at each meeting. I hereby inform all members that they must end all radical agitating speeches while at work, in their homes, or on the streets. We are for peace and not destruction. Stop flashing your cards at Europeans. It causes confusion. Remember, your card is for your salvation. Failure to obey these orders will be a severe consequence. We are for love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And when these principles are violated, justice must then take its course. Any member or group of members who hold malicious feelings toward the temple or the prophet or violate the divine covenant of the Moorish movement will receive the reward from Allah for their unjust deeds. All true Moors will and must obey the law as laid down to them by their prophet. If they lose confidence in their prophet, they should turn in their card and button, cease wearing their turban and fez, and return to the state where I, the prophet, found you. This is a holy and divine movement founded by the Prophet Noble Jew Ali, and if the prophet is not right, the temple is not right. The prophet, therefore, is sending out the divine plea to all Moorish Americans that they do their part in protecting their prophet and the temple. This is an everlasting movement founded by the prophet to the will of Allah to redeem his people from their sinful ways by order of Prophet Noble Jew Ali. Alhamdulillah. May Allah ever be praised for sending us a Redeemer. Bring us out of our own wretchedness. Alhamdulillah. At this time, Moors, let us continue to pray that Allah keeps us from betraying and being betrayed, that Allah keeps us from misleading and being misled, that Allah keeps us from deceiving and being deceived. And to remind ourselves of that, we affirm ourselves to the Holy Covenant of the Asiatic nation in first person plural. Please start and mute your phones and let us affirm Islam. We are the children of one Father, provided for by His care.
We are the children of one Father, provided for by His care.
And the breast of one mother have given us suck.
And the breast of one mother has given us suck.
Let the bonds of affection, therefore, unite us with our brothers and sisters.
Let the bonds of affection, therefore, unite us with our brothers and sisters.
That peace and happiness may dwell in our Father's house.
That peace and happiness may dwell in our Father's house.
And when we separate in the world, remember that the nation that bindeth us to love and unity.
And when we separate in the world, remember the relation that bindeth us to love and unity.
And prefer not a stranger before our own blood.
And prefer not a stranger before our own blood.
If our brother is in adversity, assist him. If our sister is in trouble, forsake her not.
If our brother is in adversity, assist him. If our sister is in trouble, forsake her not.
So shall the fortunes of our Father contribute to the support of His whole race.
So shall the fortunes of our Father contribute to the support of His whole race.
And His care be continued to us all.
And His care be continued to us all.
In our love to each other.
In our
love to each other.
Islam, the noble prophet said, fallen sons and daughters of North America need to learn to love. So let us love Allah, our Creator. Let us love ourselves. Let us love each other. And let love bring us where? To our destiny that is beyond our imagination. Islam. Thank you all for being with us today, giving thanks and praises for your presence. All who are able now rise, face the east, standing in an erect posture. Heels are together, toes are separated at a 45-degree angle. Our upper arms are parallel to the floor. Our forearms are perpendicular thereto, with 2 fingers erecting together on the right hand, 5 fingers erecting together on the left hand for the Moorish American prayer. Islam. Allah, the Father of the universe, Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my guide, and my salvation, by night and by day. Through His holy prophet, Drew Ali, and me. Peace. Go in peace, Moors. Go in love, Moors. I love you all. Till next call. Peace, peace, peace.